Hi, my name is Ron Edwards. I'm the Animal Control Supervisor here for the Ames Animal Shelter and Animal Control Program. I got some beautiful animals to show you today that are all available for adoption at the Ames Animal Shelter. The first one here is Stewart. Stewart is a neutered male. Came into the shelter as a stray, so we don't have a lot of history about him. He definitely is on the thin side, but he's been gaining weight here at the shelter now that he's warm and getting some good food inside his system. The owners never came forward to find him. No collar, identification, no microchip. So we didn't know how to get Stewart back to his original home. But Stewart is available for adoption now here at the Ames Animal Shelter. We're estimating that he's probably 7 years plus. Not an real old cat, but he's definitely enjoying some senior years in his life. 7 may be a little generous. He may be closer to the 10 area. But a real gentle cat. He is front declawed. He came in that way to the animal shelter. So it's extremely important that Stewart and all the cats that are adopted here remain indoors. It's much safer for them. The wind chill factor was below 0 the other night, and to think of these animals out there fending for themselves in that cold weather is just absolutely, heartbreaking. So we want to make sure that all the animals that are adopted from the Ames Animal Shelter stay indoors and stay with the families that adopt them. That's what the kind of homes that we're looking for all these guys. Again, this is Stewart, available for adoption here. Come on down to meet him. He's a gentle kitty and would love to sit on the couch with you and keep you warm during the winter. And here I have with me Flossy. Flossy is the last one, actually, the remaining kitten of a litter of 5 that was already adopted. So Flossy is the last one. They're about 10 weeks old. Flossy is a beautiful orange tabby. Got the beautiful stripes in here. She was already spayed, and she's ready to go to her new home. She has all of her claws. And again, with all of our animals, I want to mention and really reinforce that we're looking for indoor homes for our cats and even our dogs. Iowa winters are harsh, and it's just not safe for them to be outside, not just for the weather conditions, but cars, wildlife, other animals. It's just much safer for them. When you think of a kitten this small that's just a little bit over 2 pounds, it really can't defend itself out there. So we're looking for an indoor home here for Flossy. Again, she's about 10 to 11 weeks. She was surrendered by her owners with the other litter, her 4 litter mates, and unfortunately their cat was not spayed, so she had a litter of kittens. So we're definitely going to work with them and try to get the mom spayed so we don't have the same problem again next year. But she's a typical kitten, lots of energy, loves to play with toys. Would have a great time in a new house, learning all the new things and playing with all kinds of stuff in the house. But really a nice kitten. You want to make sure you're providing everything for them. Appropriate scratching post to scratch on, all the toys to play with. Lots of fun bringing a new kitten into the house. So come on down and take a look at Flossy here at the Ames Animal Shelter. And here I have with me Tatter. Tatter is one of our longest residents. He actually came into us. He'd been on the street running around on Main Street here in Ames. And we're very fortunate that someone brought him in here to us because he was in really bad shape. We've been working with him and slowly working on trying to get all the mats out of him. He tolerates it for a little bit, but just a nice cat. He is going to need a special home, though. He's going to be a home where I would definitely recommend no children. He can get a little irritated, and I think it might be because those mats are really causing him a lot of pain. So we've got almost all of those out, but he's going to be a cat that needs constant brushing. He's telling his story here, too, if you can hear him. But he's going to need constant brushing and care of him. Definitely no kids. He can be a little mouthy. Again, we're not real sure about his history. He came in as a stray, so we don't know much about him, other than he was in really bad shape when he came to us. We're estimating he's probably about 7 years old. Beautiful long-haired orange tabby. This seems like it's the Orange Kitty Day. But you know, I think deep down inside, this is would make a great cat. We want to make sure that that he definitely goes to an indoor home. Outdoors is not a safe place for them, and you know, because of his coat condition here, he really needs to be brushed every single day. You can't really miss that. So come on down and meet Tatter at the Ames Animal Shelter. And here's the first of two adorable dogs that we have available for adoption. Both are smaller dogs with lots of personality. The first one here is Peyton. Peyton was recently owner surrendered to us, and she has a lot to talk about. She's about 4 years old. She was actually originally adopted from the shelter. Unfortunately, the adopters didn't spend a lot of time training her, so she still needs some additional training. She gets very excited. We think she's a part miniature pinscher, maybe Chihuahua mix, and that's kind of typical. They have lots of energy, and you know, and very talkative like this. She's a little nervous. This is a different room for her. She misses her family, but she's now looking for a forever home, a home that's going to provide her with the training, the care, and the love that she needs. So if you're interested in adopting Peyton and would like to come down and meet her, she's here at the Ames Animal Shelter. Again, she's about 4 years old, probably a miniature pinscher, Chihuahua mix, with lots to say. So come on down and meet Peyton. And here I have Riley with me. Riley is a purebred miniature Australian Shepherd. This has got to be the smallest miniature Australian Shepherd that I have ever seen. He was just actually surrendered yesterday, so he's still quite nervous and getting used to the environment. Riley is 3 years old. He was surrendered because the owner was not able to have dogs in the apartment that he was living in. So, you know, Riley's still adjusting to this environment, but just a beautiful dog here. Again, he is purebred, a purebred miniature Australian Shepherd. He does have some tricks that he's learned, but he wants to learn a lot more. Australian Shepherds are really known for wanting to have something to do and be active. They're part of the herding breed. That's herding, not herding. But very active dogs, again, like to have something to do, but make great pets. I personally have an Australian Shepherd at home, the large version, and so it's really nice to see this beautiful dog here. So come on down and meet Riley at the Ames Animal Shelter. Thank you for watching this episode of Animals and Ames. As we're into the colder winter months now, we want to remind everybody to keep your pets indoors. If you do take them outside, please stay with them. Don't forget that they're out there. We get several calls every year where pets are left outside and people just forget them. They get busy with things going on in their home. So the winters are harsh. Everybody watching the show knows that, and it's just not safe to have your pets outdoors. If they are outdoor animals, dogs, make sure you're providing the appropriate housing, protection from the snow, protection from the wind. The wind chill factor often gets below 0. It's deadly for animals out there. So please, please, please keep your pets indoors. Love them and care for them, and make sure they see the vets at least on an annual basis to make sure that they're getting the proper treatment, the medical care, and everything that they need. And again, most importantly, give them lots of love. Thank you for watching.